overlooks the fading evening light. We sit in silence, watching shadows grow. The steam from teacups rises in the night. A bittersweet, sweet melody starts to flow. You hold your secrets hidden in your chest. I read the lines engraved upon your palm. We seek a sanctuary, craving rest within this fragile, temporary calm. Your words are heavy, tumbling like the rain against the window of my lonely heart. We try to find a balm to soothe the pain before our tangled worlds are torn apart.
Yeah, look at these velvet curtains hanging from the ceiling structure, hiding all the fractures from a catastrophic rupture. I'm pacing on the hardwood, staring at the grand piano, trying to decode your vocal range in sweet soprano. But my mind is like a labyrinth of chaotic puzzle pieces. Every time I try to speak, the inattention just increases. I grew up in the concrete, hardened by the winter freezing. Now I'm sitting in this lounge, searching for a valid reason to lay down my old armor, let the rhythm take control, injecting jazz melodies straight into a damaged soul. You strike a minor chord and suddenly my vision clears, washing away 20 years of accumulated fears.
The ink is wet upon the blank white page. We turn the key and unlock the iron cage. Step out into the dim and smoky room and watch our collective definitions bloom. Oh, these velvet rhymes are falling down like silver autumn leaves, a soothing tapestry that every broken spirit weaves. We blend the fierce conviction with the tenderest embrace, finding our salvation in this quiet, sacred space. Yes, the velvet rhymes will carry us across the stormy sea. A beautiful collision of your truth and harmony.
Yeah, I used to think that volume was the only way to conquer foes, screaming at the microphone, delivering the heavy blows. But now I see the power in the whisper, in the sudden pause, analyzing all my flaws without demanding your applause. You got me through the tempo like an angel in disguise, reconstructing all the fragments where the old resentment lies. No more aggressive anthems, just a steady, peaceful flow, watching how the embers of a dying fire glow. I dropped the heavy baggage that I carried on my spine, blending my aggressive flow with your vintage muscadine. We write a brand new chapter where the past cannot pursue, finding a silver lining in a world of darkest blue.
The clock is ticking backwards on the wall. The outside noise begins to fade away. I listen closely to your rhythmic call and find the courage that I lost today. Your poetry is sharp but beautifully refined, the perfect counterpoint to my design. The ink is wet upon the blank white page. We turn the key and unlock the iron cage. Step out into the dim and smoky room and watch our collective definitions bloom. Oh, these velvet rhymes are falling down like silver autumn leaves, a soothing tapestry that every broken spirit weaves. We blend the fierce conviction with the tenderest embrace, finding our salvation in this quiet, sacred space. Yes, the velvet rhymes will carry us across the stormy sea. A beautiful collision of your truth and harmony. Conviction with the tenderest embrace, finding our salvation in this quiet, sacred space. Yes, the velvet rhymes will carry us across the stormy sea. A beautiful collision of your truth and harmony. Just let the piano play peace. Just let the piano play peace. bleeds across the sky. The day is folding like an old beach chair. I sit on the veranda watching birds fly by in the warm, sticky, late July air. You look out at the landscape deep in your thoughts, a quiet silhouette against the fading glow, counting all the battles that we both fought, while the evening river begins to slowly flow. There is a peaceful sadness in this fleeting light, a golden bridge before we step into the night.
Yeah, catching the last rays of the sun on my face, slowing down my thoughts in this specific space. I'm used to the concrete, the shadows, the dark. Now I'm sitting on the deck looking at the state park. The amber dusk is casting a therapeutic shade, watching how the fierce anxieties of daytime fade. I drop the defensive posture, the cynical attitude, replacing my aggressive drive with genuine gratitude. Your guitar chords are like a warm evening breeze, bringing my chaotic mind completely to its knees. We fuse the pavement perspective with the golden hour, discovering an alternative, sophisticated in power.
The daylight is escaping, but we don't feel the panic, embracing a rhythm that is purely organic. The frequency is shifting as the shadows grow long, giving us the perfect atmosphere to execute this song. Underneath the amber dusk, we watch the colors bleed, finding the tranquility that our spirits truly need. We blend the gritty lyricism with the coffee house tone, creating an environment that is completely our own. Yes, the amber dusk will soothe our historical pain before the night covers the valley once again.
I remember when I thought that life was just a race, screaming at the microphone, maintaining a frantic pace. But looking at the horizon, the orange turned into pink. I finally have the opportunity to sit down and think about the true value of these quiet, peaceful sessions, converting my old anger into honest confessions. No longer chasing after the spotlight or the praise, just lost inside the warmth of these late summer days. We let the tempo drop down to a relaxed stride, allowing all the internal hostility to completely subside. A legendary partnership built on mutual respect, protecting our vulnerability from any negative defect.
The first star is blinking in the purple sky. The crickets are starting their nocturnal tune. We don't need to offer a reason or a why, as long as we can sit beneath the coming moon. Our synchronization is a beautiful golden shield. The daylight is escaping, but we don't feel the panic, embracing a rhythm that is purely organic. The frequency is shifting as the shadows grow long, giving us the perfect atmosphere to execute this song. Underneath the amber dusk, we watch the colors bleed, finding the tranquility that our spirits truly need. We blend the gritty lyricism with the coffee house tone, creating an environment that is completely our own. Yes, the amber dusk will soothe our historical pain before the night covers the valley once again.
Let it, let it, let it, let it,
let it be, let it be, let it, let it be, let it be, let it, let it be,
let it, let it, yeah.
Let it fade, let the golden light dissolve away.
Yeah, I'm content with leaving behind the yesterday.
We are safe inside the warmth of this quiet twilight,
adjusting our focus
until the picture is right. I just watched the last bit of orange disappear from the wall.
This melody
is the ultimate answer to our creative call. Underneath the amber dusk, we watch the colors bleed, finding the tranquility that our spirits truly need. We blend the gritty lyricism with the coffee house tone, creating an environment that is completely our own. Yes, the amber dusk will soothe our historical pain before the night covers the valley once again.
Let the dark
darkness, come where good, beautiful. The barista pours another cup of dark roast espresso. I watch the steam evaporate against the morning frost. Just staring out the window at the people down below, calculating everything we gathered and we lost. The sugar doesn't sweeten the resentment in our cup. We drink the liquid sorrow till our vision starts to blur. It's funny how a single choice can tear a kingdom up and leave us with the ghost of everything we used to were. I trace the porcelain handle with my trembling fingertips, wishing I could rewrite every bitter word we spoke.
Yeah, pass the mug because my throat is dry from swallowing my pride. I've been suppressing all these demons that are bubbling inside. Look at the dark complexion of the beverage inside the glass. Reminds me of the shadows that we threw across the grass when we were arguing about the petty things that didn't matter. Watching all our expectations shatter like a ceramic platter. I pour my heart out in a message that I never sent, spending every single second wondering where the passion went. Now we're trapped inside a coffee house surrounded by the patrons, two separate entities avoiding any close relations. I take a gulp, it burns my tongue, a physical reminder that history can be a cruel, unforgiving grinder. We stare into the black abyss of our mistakes, counting all the promises, a fragile human breaks. The morning rush is swirling all around our isolated table, trying to fix a bond that we no longer feel is stable. It's a bitter brew that we are forced to swallow now. We lost the magic recipe, forgot the sacred vow. The counterculture coffee cannot heal the deep incision. We're staring at each other through a broken, muddy vision. But through the bitterness, a spark of truth remains alive, a desperate remedy to help our weary souls survive. I watch the sediment settle down at the very bottom, thinking about the vibe of summer turning into autumn. My vocabulary fails me when I look into your eyes. I see through the facade and all the clever, neat disguises. You wanted something simple, just a peaceful, quiet life. Instead, I brought the chaos, the publicity, the strife, the media perception of a madman with a pen. And now I'm trying to figure out if we can start again in this bohemian cafe. Listening to the acoustic chords, dropping all my weapons, my artillery, my swords. Just an ordinary man holding a lukewarm paper cup, hoping that you'll look across the table and look up.
The background music plays an old familiar bossa nova, a gentle reminder that the storm is finally over. We don't need to rebuild the walls we spent years tearing down. We just need to find a way to walk through this old town without the heavy burden of the grudges that we keep. We stare into the black abyss of our mistakes, counting all the promises, a fragile human breaks. The morning rush is swirling all around our isolated table, trying to fix a bond that we no longer feel is stable. It's a bitter brew that we are forced to swallow now. We lost the magic recipe, forgot the sacred vow. The counterculture coffee cannot heal the deep incision. We're staring at each other through a broken, muddy vision. But through the bitterness, a spark of truth remains alive, a desperate remedy to help our weary souls survive. Wash away the cold.
Drink it down, let the dawn.
Stories told, secrets sold, watching love unfold.
We survived the frost,
we survived the longest night.
Yeah.
Just the focus, still the pictures looking right. And it's a bitter brew that we are forced to swallow now. We are forced to. We lost the magic recipe, forgot the sacred, got the sacred vow. The counterculture coffee cannot heal the deep incision. We're staring at each other through a broken, muddy vision. But through the bitterness, a spark of truth remains alive. A desperate remedy to help our weary souls survive. Just a bit of brew in the morning light, link the tips on the counter, we're good out. The ivory is yellowed on this ancient keyboard stand, a relic of a generation that has slipped away. I run my fingers across the wood with an unsteadied hand, remembering the melodies we used to easily play.
Yeah.
The lacquer is peeling like the paint upon the wall, a visual reminder of the passage of time. We listen to the autumn leaves as they begin to fall, trying to reconstruct a reason or a rhyme for why we let our vibrant symphony completely expire.
Yeah, look at these faded keys. The instrument is ancient history. How we lost our synchronization remains a total mystery. I'm looking at the dust settling inside the inner strings, thinking about the temporary joy the material luxury brings. I used to chase the platinum plaques, the trophies on the shelf, completely neglecting the psychological health of myself. Now I'm standing in an antique shop, staring at the mechanism, viewing our entire career through a different kind of prism.
Your fingers strike a chord and the wood starts to vibrate, resurrecting emotions that I thought were way too late to salvage from the wreckage of our colossal collision. But the music is providing a brand new, pristine vision. The ink is fading on the old sheet music score, but our creative spark is stronger than it was before. We sweep away the cobwebs from the corners of our mind, leaving the historical baggage completely behind. Through these faded keys, we resurrect the dormant flame, remembering the purpose long before we knew the fame. We blend the hip-hop cadence with the classical design, pouring old wisdom into a brand new bottle of wine. Yes, the faded keys will play a magnificent song, proving that our creative connection was right.
I remember the days of the basement tapes and the raw hunger, before the industry machinery chewed up the young girl and youngster. We were just purists chasing after a beautiful vibration, without the constant pressure of a global expectation. But sitting next to you on this creaky wooden bench, I feel the old passion returning to quench the artistic thirst that a stadium crowd could never satisfy. No longer needing to exaggerate or constantly justify my existence to a jury of anonymous internet commenters, just focusing entirely on these acoustic parameters. We let the tempo breathe, no electronic quantization, just two masters engaged in a profound conversation.
The vintage resonance is filling up the empty room. The shadows are retreating from the corners of the hall. We watched our dormant inspiration suddenly bloom, answering the deeply spiritual internal call. Our legacy is written in the music that we made. The ink is fading on the old sheet music score, but our creative spark is stronger than it was before. We sweep away the cobwebs from the corners of our mind, leaving the historical baggage completely behind. Through these faded keys, we resurrect the dormant flame, remembering the purpose long before we knew the fame. We blend the hip-hop cadence with the classical design, pouring old wisdom into a brand new bottle of wine. Yes, the faded keys will play a magnificent song, proving that our creative connection was right.
once again,
Play it once again.
let the old piano sing.
To see what kind of perspective this melody can bring.
The past is behind us, the future is clear.
Yeah, the music is the only thing that matters right here.
Just listen to the
machinery working inside the frame.
We survived the fire.
We survived the heavy rain. Through these faded keys, we resurrect the dormant flame. Remembering the purpose long before we knew the fame. We blend the hip-hop cadence with the classical design, pouring old wisdom into a brand new bottle of wine. Yes, the faded keys will play a magnificent song, proving that our creative connection was right all along.
Faded keys.
We've done that's right.
That's right.
The canyon of my mind is vast and completely empty. I scream your name, but nothing ever comes back to me. We accumulated wealth and treasures in plenty, but lost the simple essence of our history. I stand upon the precipice of this dark canyon, looking for a sign, a glimmer, or a spark. Wishing you were still my comforting companion, to guide me through the terrifying dense dark. The reverberation of our last argument remains etched into the very stone of this abandoned place.
I hear the echo of our arguments bouncing off the canyon wall, reminding me of every single time I caused your pride to fall. I was too stubborn to admit that I was terrified of losing control, allowing my internal monsters to dig a massive
empty hole.
Yeah. Now I'm standing in the clearing, shouting out an apology, trying to reverse the damage of my destructive psychology. The silence that you give me is louder than a gunshot blast, a painful reminder that the good times are firmly in the past. I try to find a vocabulary to bridge this immense divide, but my ego keeps telling me to bury the truth deep inside. Yet your piano chords are reaching out like a lifeline in the fog, rescuing my spirit from this suffocating, swampy bog. We listen to the space between the words we never speak, discovering the hidden strength of being completely weak. The frequency is shifting as we align our separate souls, filling up the empty spaces and the broken bowls. And it's a silent echo returning from the valley deep, a haunted memory that we are forced to forever keep. We blend the raw vulnerability with the vintage grace, reclaiming our position in this vast celestial space. Yes, the silent echo will eventually fade away, leaving us with nothing but the promise of a brighter day. I used to fill the silence with a barrage of rapid words, attacking every instrumental track like a flock of vicious birds. But now I understand the value of leaving a blank space, allowing your melody to completely illuminate the place. You show me that restraint can be a powerful artistic choice, giving more weight and definition to my gravelly voice. We strip away the distortion, the hype, and the theatrics, focusing entirely on our emotional and creative matrix. No longer running away from the quiet moments of reflection, just accepting our flaws without demanding human perfection. I drop the microphone on the dusty, worn-out floor, realizing that I don't need to fight this war anymore. The wind is dying down inside this ancient valley. The stars are illuminating the dark abandoned street. I no longer feel the need to constantly keep score or tally every single mistake or painful historical defeat.
Our spirits are finally learning how to gently coexist. We listen to the space between the words we never speak, discovering the hidden strength of being completely weak. The frequency is shifting as we align our separate souls, filling up the empty spaces and the broken bowls. And it's a silent echo returning from the valley deep, a haunting memory that we are forced to forever keep. We blend the raw vulnerability with the vintage grace, reclaiming our position in this vast celestial space. Yes, the silent echo will eventually fade away, leaving us with nothing but the promise of a brighter day.
For either of us to lie.
Just listen to the absolute quietness right now.
We finally figured out the answer
somehow. And it's a silent echo returning from the valley deep, a haunting memory that we are forced to forever keep. We blend the raw vulnerability with the vintage grace, reclaiming our position in this vast celestial space. Yes, the silent echo will eventually fade away, leaving us with nothing but the promise of a brighter day. Nothing left but the truth. Peace out. My fingers slide across the damaged ivory block. The harmony is fractured, completely out of tune. The ticking mechanism of the grandfather clock reminds me that the winter will swallow up the June. We try to construct a beautiful, cohesive song, but every single inversion feels slightly out of place. We spend too many seasons pretending nothing was wrong, hiding our deep resentment behind a smiling face. Now the disarray is vibrating through the metallic strings, a painful manifestation of the sorrow that it brings.
Yeah, look at these broken chords. The composition is a disaster. We're trying to patch up the holes in the structural plaster with superficial apologies that don't mean a thing. Wondering what kind of misery this arrangement will bring. I'm used to spitting aggressive rhymes over a solid foundation. Now I'm navigating through a sea of absolute frustration, because the root note is missing, the bass line is distorted. Every single attempt at reconciliation has been aborted. I look at your sheet music, it's torn and scattered around, an accurate representation of the trauma that we found. We allowed our egos to dictate the musical key, destroying the fragile balance of our creative decree.
We try to find a resolution to this dissonant strain, searching for a therapeutic balm to alleviate the pain. But the intervals are jagged, the tension refuses to break, exposing every single error that we managed to make. Through these broken chords, we articulate our mutual grief, searching through the disarray for a moment of temporary relief. We blend the fractured poetry with the melancholy design, accepting that our tapestry will never perfectly align. Yes, the broken chords are echoing through the empty hall, a haunting monument to our monumental history. historic fall.
I remember when our synchronization was completely flawless. Before our internal environment became entirely lawless. I was a perfectionist, analyzing every single syllable count, trying to conquer every obstacle that I had to surmount. But sitting next to you on this fractured piano bench, I feel an emotional pain that no amount of liquor can quench. No longer able to hide behind a clever punchline, a gimmick, faced with the reality that I don't want to mimic. We let the dissonance linger, refusing to resolve the chord, realizing that honesty is our only remaining reward. A devastating masterpiece built out of structural decay, watching the final remnants of our paradise wither away.
The candlelight is dying out inside the empty room. The final harmonic extension dissolves into the dark. We are completely surrounded by an atmospheric gloom, unable to ignite a single salvaging creative spark. Our legacy is written in these unresolved tragic notes. We try to find a resolution to this dissonant strain, searching for a therapeutic balm to alleviate the pain. But the intervals are jagged, the tension refuses to break, exposing every single error that we managed to make. Through these broken chords, we articulate our mutual grief, searching through the disarray for a moment of temporary relief. We blend the fractured poetry with the melancholy design, accepting that our tapestry will never perfectly align. Yes, the broken chords are echoing through the empty hall, a haunting monument to our monumental historic fall. Nothing left but the secrets that we're forced to keep. Through these broken chords, we articulate our mutual grief, searching through the disarray for a moment of temporary relief. We blend the fractured poetry with the melancholy design, accepting that our tapestry will never perfectly align. Yes, the broken chords are echoing through the empty hall, a haunting monument to our monumental historic fall. Let it break, it's over. Walk away. My fingers slide across the damaged ivory block. The harmony is fractured, completely out of tune. The ticking mechanism of the grandfather clock reminds me that the winter will swallow up the June. We try to construct a beautiful, cohesive song, but every single inversion feels slightly out of place. We spent too many seasons pretending nothing was wrong, hiding our deep resentment behind a smiling face. Now the disarray is vibrating through the metallic strings, a painful manifestation of the sorrow that it brings.
Yeah, look at these broken chords. The composition is a disaster. We're trying to patch up the holes in the structural plaster with superficial apologies that don't mean a thing. Wondering what kind of misery this arrangement will bring. I'm used to spitting aggressive rhymes over a solid foundation. Now I'm navigating through a sea of absolute frustration. Because the root note is missing, the bass line is distorted. Every single attempt at reconciliation has been aborted. I look at your sheet music, it's torn and scattered around, an accurate representation of the trauma that we found when we allowed our egos to dictate the musical key, destroying the fragile balance of our creative decree.
We try to find a resolution to this dissonant strain, searching for a therapeutic balm to alleviate the pain. But the intervals are jagged, the tension refuses to break, exposing every single error that we managed to make. Through these broken chords, we articulate our mutual grief, searching through the disarray for a moment of temporary relief. We blend the fractured poetry with the melancholy design, accepting that our tapestry will never perfectly align. Yes, the broken chords are echoing through the empty hall, a haunting monument to our monumental historic fall.
Yeah, I remember when our synchronization was completely flawless. Before our internal environment became entirely lawless, I was a perfectionist, analyzing every single syllable count, trying to conquer every obstacle that I had to surmount. But sitting next to you on this fractured piano bench, I feel an emotional pain that no amount of liquor can quench. No longer able to hide behind a clever punchline or gimmick, faced with a reality that I don't want to mimic. We let the dissonance linger, refusing to resolve the chord, realizing that honesty is our only remaining reward. A devastating masterpiece built out of structural decay, watching the final remnants of our paradise wither away.
The candlelight is dying out inside the empty room. The final harmonic extension dissolves into the dark. We are completely surrounded by an atmospheric gloom, unable to ignite a single salvaging creative spark. Our legacy is written in these unresolved tragic notes. We try to find a resolution to this dissonant strain, searching for a therapeutic balm to alleviate the pain. But the intervals are jagged, the tension refuses to break, exposing every single error that we managed to make. Through these broken chords, we articulate our mutual grief, searching through the disarray for a moment of temporary relief. We blend the fractured poetry with the melancholy design, accepting that our tapestry will never perfectly align. Yes, the broken chords are echoing through the empty hall, a haunting monument to our monumental historic fall. Fix the structure, the damage is too deep.
Yeah, nothing left
but the secrets that we're forced to keep.
Yeah,
there's no point in trying to play. Let the final broken chord just drift completely away. Through the disarray for a moment of temporary relief. We blend the fractured poetry with the melancholy design, accepting that our tapestry will never perfectly align. Yes, the broken chords are echoing through the empty hall, a haunting monument to our monumental historic fall. Let it break, it's over. Walk away. The chandelier is casting silhouettes upon the wall. We sway together in an empty grand ballroom. The autumn leaves are gathering inside the dusty hall as we dance away the memories of our collective doom.
I feel your callous hand gripping my velvet waist, moving to a cadence that is hauntingly sublime.
There is no urgency, no reason to proceed in haste. We are completely insulated from the march of time. Your footsteps are deliberate, a contrast to my glide.
Yeah, counting out the steps, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Trying to adjust my rugged posture to your poetry. Yeah. I'm used to mosh pits, aggressive crowds, and heavy metal bands. Now I'm navigating through a ballroom, holding your hands. The contrast is ridiculous, a beast dancing with the beauty, but I feel an overwhelming sense of artistic duty to match your elegance, to fluidly follow your direction. Stepping out of my dark corner to find a new connection. The shadows on the wallpaper are mimics of our past, reminding us of all the illusions that we finally cast. Decide to make room for this beautiful syncopated waltz, accepting our virtues and forgiving our historical faults. We spin around the perimeter of our deepest anxieties, escaping from the superficial judgments of societies. A 3/4 time signature is a therapeutic vessel, helping our separate internal demons to finally wrestle. And it's a shadow waltz beneath the dim and dusty light, an nocturnal dance that keeps us company tonight. We blend the fierce lyricism with the 3/4 swing, anxious to discover what this combination can bring. Yes, the shadow waltz will spin us across the floor until we don't remember how to fight this useless war. My perspective changes when I adapt to your rotation, realizing that control is just a foolish complication. I spent my whole life trying to dictate the exact rhythm, trapping my creative spirit inside a rigid prison. But this triple meter cadence is forcing me to yield, dropping my sword, my armor, and my heavy shield. I watch a dress spin like a galaxy of stars, erasing the visibility of my emotional scars. No longer chasing after the commercial charts or trophies, just lost inside the elegance of these acoustic
philosophies. We orchestrate a movement that defies the modern trend, finding a beautiful beginning where the old stories end. The grandfather clock is striking in the middle of the night. Our silhouettes are melting into a singular design. We don't need the validation of the spotlight's light, as long as your chaotic spirit can synchronize with mine. This dance is our sanctuary from the cold world outside. We spin around the perimeter of our deepest anxieties, escaping from the superficial judgments of societies. The 3/4 time signature is a therapeutic vessel, helping our separate internal demons to finally wrestle. And it's a shadow waltz beneath the dim and dusty light, a nocturnal dance that keeps us company tonight. We blend the fierce lyricism with the 3/4 swing, anxious to discover what this combination can bring. Yes, the shadow waltz will spin us across the floor until we don't remember how to fight this useless war. Spin me around,
let the darkness fade away.
Yeah, I'm following your lead until the break of day.
No more missteps, our
harmony is pure.
This triple meter rhythm
is the ultimate cure.
Listen to what our silent shadows are saying.
And it's a shadow waltz beneath the dim and dusty light, a nocturnal dance that keeps us company tonight. We blend the fierce lyricism with the 3/4 swing, anxious to discover what this combination can bring. Yes, the shadow waltz will spin us across the floor until we don't remember how to fight this useless war. Take a bow, we done, that's all. The lines upon my heart are old and deeply set, a history of choices that I try not to regret. I run my fingers across the smooth mahogany wood, wishing I could change the past if I only stood a little taller against the heavy rushing wind. Before the innocence of youth was completely thin, we carried our luggage from a distant painful place, trying to find a savior or a shred of human grace. But there is a unique beauty in these old defects, an honest testament to what the soul reflects.
Yeah, look at these vintage scars, the topography of my life, an accurate map of all the struggle, trauma, and strife. I used to try to camouflage the wounds with the fake smile, pretending that I was bulletproof for a long, long while.
But these markings on my psyche are a badge of honor now, proving that I survived the storm, fulfilling my vow to never let the industry machinery break my spirit down. Even when I was the most hated individual in this town.
Your piano notes are like a therapeutic cooling balm, relieving the internal panic, restoring a sense of calm. We orchestrate a dialogue out of our collective damage, creating a frequency that ordinary people can barely manage.
We don't erase the history, we embrace the rugged texture, building a magnificent monument out of our old architecture. Is shifting as we accept our broken pieces, watching how the heavy burden of the past finally decreases. Through these vintage scars, we express our definitive truth, moving far beyond the reckless arrogance of our youth. We blend the paving poetry with the sophisticated chord, realizing that emotional honesty is its own reward. Yes, the vintage scars will document our incredible survival, securing our positions far above any modern rival.
Yeah, I remember the days when everyone was fresh and bleeding, fueled by a toxic diet that my ego was constantly feeding. I thought that strength meant never showing a single vulnerability, operating on a level of absolute destructive volatility. But sitting next to you on the studio bench today, I see the immense power of letting the hostility melt away. No longer needing to weaponize every single syllable I spit, just enjoying the organic texture of the track where we sit. We let the memories breathe, refusing to sanitize the narrative, realizing that the truth is the ultimate powerful imperative, a legendary combination of the gutter and the grand stage, writing a beautiful new chapter on a vintage weathered page.
The morning sun is illuminating the scratches on the floor. The old anxieties are no longer knocking on the door. We can finally step out of the frantic competitive race, accepting the mature tranquility of this creative space. Our synchronization is an indelible mark that will never fade. We don't erase the history, we embrace the rugged texture, building a magnificent monument out of our old architecture. The frequency is shifting as we accept our broken pieces, watching how the heavy burden of the past finally decreases. Through these vintage scars, we express our definitive truth, moving far beyond the reckless arrogance of our youth. We blend the pavement poetry with the the sophisticated chord, realizing that emotional honesty is its own reward. Yes, the vintage scars will document our incredible survival, securing our positions far above any modern rival. Heal, let the old stories unfold.
Yeah, we're capturing the essence.
Our resilience is permanent,
written in our skin.
A sophisticated frequency from a place where we begin. Tears and scars are the blame stars. We express our definitive truth. Moving far beyond the reckless arrogance of our youth. We blend the pavement poetry with the sophisticated core, realizing that emotional honesty is its own reward. Yes, the vintage scars will document our incredible survival, securing our positions far above any modern rival. The lines upon my heart are old and deeply set, a history of choices that I try not to regret. I run my fingers across the smooth mahogany wood, wishing I could change the past if I only stood a little taller against the heavy rushing wind. Before the innocence of youth was completely thinned, we carry our luggage from a distant painful place, trying to find a savior or a shred of human grace. But there is a unique beauty in these old defects, an honest testament to what the soul reflects.
Yeah, look at these vintage scars, the topography of my life, an accurate map of all the struggle, trauma, and strife. I used to try to
camouflage the wounds with a fake smile, pretending that I was bulletproof for a long, long while.
But these markings on my psyche are a badge of honor now,
proving that I survived the storm, fulfilling my vow to never let the industry machinery break my spirit down. Even when I was the most hated individual in this town,
your piano notes are like a therapeutic cooling balm,
relieving the internal panic, restoring a sense of calm.
We orchestrate a dialogue out of our collective damage, creating a frequency that ordinary people can barely manage. We don't erase the history,
we embrace the rugged texture, building a magnificent monument out of our old architecture. The frequency is shifting as we accept our broken pieces, watching how the heavy burden of the past finally decreases. Through these vintage scars we express our definitive truth, moving far beyond the reckless arrogance of our youth. We blend the pavement poetry with the sophisticated chord, realizing that emotional honesty is its own reward. Yes, the vintage scars will document our incredible survival, securing our positions far above. The chandelier is casting silhouettes upon the wall. We sway together in an empty grand ballroom. The autumn leaves are gathering inside the dusty hall as we dance away the memories of our collective doom.
I feel your calloused hand gripping my velvet waist, moving to a cadence that is hauntingly sublime. There is no urgency, no reason to proceed in haste. We are completely insulated from the march of time.
Your footsteps are deliberate, a contrast to my glide.
Yeah, Yeah, counting out the steps, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Trying to adjust my rugged posture to your poetry. I'm used to mosh pits, aggressive crowds, and heavy metal bands. Now I'm navigating through a ballroom holding your hands. The contrast is ridiculous, a beast dancing with the beauty. But I feel an overwhelming sense of artistic duty to match your elegance, to fluidly follow your direction. Stepping out of my dark corner to find a new connection. The shadows on the wallpaper are mimics of our past, reminding us of all the illusions that we finally cast aside to make room for this beautiful syncopated waltz, accepting our virtues and forgiving our historical faults.
We spin around the perimeter of our deepest anxieties, escaping from the superficial judgments of societies. The 3/4 time signature is a therapeutic vessel, helping our separate internal demons to finally wrestle. And it's a shadow waltz beneath the dim and dusty light, a nocturnal dance that keeps us company tonight. We blend the fierce lyricism with the 3/4 swing, anxious to discover what this combination can bring. Yes, the shadow waltz will spin us across the floor until we don't remember how to fight this useless war.
Yeah, my perspective changes when I adapt to your rotation, realizing that control is just a foolish complication. I spent my whole life trying to dictate the exact rhythm, trapping my creative spirit inside a rigid prism. But this triple meter cadence is forcing me to yield, dropping my sword, my armor, and my heavy shield. I watch your dress spin like a galaxy of stars, erasing the visibility of my emotional scars. No longer chasing after the commercial charts of trophies, just lost inside the elegance of these acoustic philosophies. We orchestrate a movement that defies the modern trend, finding the beautiful beginning where the old stories end.
The grandfather clock is striking the middle of the night. Our silhouettes are melting into a singular design. We don't need the validation of the spotlight's light, as long as your chaotic spirit can synchronize with mine. This dance is our sanctuary from the cold world outside. We spin around the perimeter of our deepest anxieties, escaping from the superficial judgments of societies. The 3/4 time signature is a therapeutic vessel, helping our separate internal demons to finally wrestle. And it's a shadow waltz beneath the dim and dusty light, a nocturnal dance that keeps us company tonight. We'll blend the fierce lyricism with the 3/4 swing, anxious to discover what this combination can bring. Yes, the shadow waltz will spin us across the floor until we don't remember how to fight this useless war.
Yeah, I'm following your lead until the break of day.
No more missteps, our harmony is pure.
This triple meter rhythm is the ultimate cure.
One last turn before the music stops playing.
Listen to what I
silent shadows are saying. And it's a shadow waltz beneath the dim and dusty light, a nocturnal dance that keeps us company tonight. We'll let the fierce lyricism with the 3/4 swing, anxious to discover what this combination can bring. Yes, the shadow waltz will spin us across the floor until we don't remember how to fight this useless war. Take a bow, we done, that's all. Take a bow, we done, that's all. The pink electric glare bleeds through the blind, illuminating puddles on the floor. I leave my heavy worries far behind. Don't watch the traffic from the bedroom door. This neon blues is wrapping around my throat, a luminescent artificial hue. I try to write a simple tender note to bridge the distance between me and you, but the commercial city never rests. It broadcasts sadness on a grand design.
Yeah, yeah. Staring at the flashing billboards from the high-rise balcony, thinking about the price of this executive economy. I'm bathing in the violet light of digital aesthetic. My internal condition is incredibly prophetic. I used to chase the spotlight till my vision became blurry, living in a world of absolute aggressive hurry. But this neon blues is offering a different coloration, slowing down my frantic psychological acceleration. Your guitar chords are like a cool, refreshing soda drink, forcing my chaotic brain to step away and think. We fuse the pavement poetry with your acoustic elegance, creating a defensive wall against the modern arrogance.
The artificial illumination is blinding all the pedestrians while we are navigating through the dark like elite equestrians. We don't need the sun to show us where the truth is hidden, stepping out into the territory that was once forbidden. Underneath the neon blues, we find our own identity, escaping from the system and its corporate commodity. We blend the gritty narrative with the late night jazz groove, giving the nocturnal creatures a profound reason to move. Yes, the neon blues will guide our footsteps through the grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid.
I remember when I thought that success was defined by the glare of a million camera flashes illuminating the air. But it's a lonely existence when you're sitting on the throne, wrapped inside a fabric that is chemically grown. Now I prefer the subtle shade of this bohemian establishment, finding an artistic and creative nourishment in the syncopated rhythm of your gentle jazz progression, converting my aggressive drive into an honest confession. No longer participating in the commercial competition, just executing the legendary independent mission to master craftsmen painting on a neon canvas tonight, creating a masterpiece before the morning brings the light.
The headlight beams are streaking down the wet expressway. The city looks like a giant illuminated circuit board. We don't have to follow what the critics try to say, as long as our collaborative spirit can remain in accord. Our synchronized vibration is a brilliant electric shield. The artificial illumination is blinding all the pedestrians while we are navigating through the dark like elite equestrians. We don't need the sun to show us where the truth is hidden, stepping out into the territory that was once forbidden. Underneath the neon blues, we find our own identity, escaping from the system and its corporate commodity. We blend the gritty narrative with the late night jazz groove, giving the nocturnal creatures a profound reason to move. Yes, the neon blues will guide our footsteps through the grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Let it glow, let it glow, let it glow. Let the artificial colors cascade.
Let it glow, let it glow,
Let it glow, let the artificial colors cascade.
let it watch how the ghosts of our past begin to fade.
We are safe inside the frequency
Of this electric night,
adjusting our perspective until the picture is right. Just watch the neon sign flicker against the dark wall.
this melody is the
Ultimate answer
to our creative call.
Underneath the neon blues, we find our own identity, escaping from the system and its corporate commodity. We blend the gritty narrative with the late night jazz groove, giving the nocturnal creatures a profound reason to move. Yes, the neon blues will guide our footsteps through the grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Neon blues shining in the dark. songs, a transmission from a world we left behind. I feel the vibration through my woolen socks as the late night frequencies begin to wind.
We are like two signals, searching for a clear band, lost in the waves of a vast digital ocean, trying to hold on with an unsteadied hand to the remaining fragments of our pure emotion.
The needle is skipping on the scratch shellac, a rhythmic reminder that there is no turning back.
Yeah, hear the distortions scratching inside my eardrum. Reminds me of the chaotic place that I emerged from. I'm dialing the receiver, trying to find your station, navigating through a sea of absolute frustration. The airwaves are crowded with commercial pollution, but I'm searching for an organic acoustic resolution. I spent my whole career screaming through the microphone capsule, trying to keep my aggressive thoughts under a tight capsule. But
this static soul environment is forcing me to listen, watching how the dust motes in the low light glisten. Your piano chords are like a filter that cleans the signal, rescuing my spirit from a reality that's artificial. We let the feedback become a part of our melody, converting the technological glitch into a therapy. The interference is dropping as our frequencies align, creating a pristine blueprint of a legendary design. Static soul vibrating through the cosmic air, an honest manifestation of the burdens that we bear. We blend the gritty frequencies with the vintage pop grace, securing our own position in this vast electronic space. Yes, the static soul will eventually find a clear channel, dressing our rawest thoughts in a warm sheet of flannel.
My perspective is changing when the background hiss increases, forcing me to reassemble all my broken psychological pieces. I used to think that volume was the only way to conquer the static, delivering a verbal barrage that was entirely erratic. But sitting in the studio, observing your frequency control, I feel a deep sense of tranquility entering my soul. No longer participating in the modern digital rat race, just enjoying the warmth of this analog restricted space. We let the distortion linger, refusing to sanitize the track, embracing the beauty of every single imperfection and crack. A monumental fusion of the street corner and the lounge room, watching our alternative creative projects suddenly bloom.
The radio tower is flashing on the distant hill. The midnight transmission is reaching its final phase. The outside world is completely quiet and still as we emerge from the thick electronic haze. Our synchronization is a permanent, unbreakable way. We let the feedback become a part of our melody, converting the technological glitch into a therapy. The interference is dropping as our frequencies align, creating a pristine blueprint of a legendary design. And it's a static soul vibrating through the cosmic air, an honest manifestation of the burdens that we bear. We blend the gritty frequencies with the vintage pop grace, securing our own position in this vast electronic space. The static soul will eventually find a clear channel, dressing our rawest thoughts in a warm sheet of flannel.
An honest manifestation of the burdens that we bear.
We blend the gritty frequencies with the vintage pop grace,
securing our own position in this vast
electronic space. Yes, the static soul will eventually find a clear channel, dressing our rawest thoughts in a warm sheet of flannel. Static soul drifting away into space.
Pull the plug on the receiver.
We're good peace. The droplets bounce against the window pane tonight. We are completely insulated from the frantic town. The neon sign outside is casting crimson light as all our heavy inhibitions start to drown. I pour a drink and watch the bubbles gently rise. You sit across from me, your notebook on your knees. I see a softer definition in your eyes. Enchanted by the whisper of the autumn breeze. We have no schedule, no deadlines left to meet. Just 20 fingers waiting for the perfect cue.
Look at the condensation forming on the window glass. Reminds me of the decades that I permitted to pass. In the frantic blur of stadium shows and flashing lights, trading my sanity for lonely, sleepless nights. But in this rainy lounge, the universe is standing still. I don't feel the obligation to deliver a lyrical thrill. I can just lay my thoughts down on a velvet cushion without the industry executives constantly pushing. Your vocal tone is like a warm fireplace in December, igniting embers of a past I actually wanna remember. We drop the tempo down to 60 beats per minute, finding the peaceful quiet solace now that we are in it.
The storm is raging on the boulevard outside these walls, but we are safe inside these temporary sacred halls. We watch the water wash away the dirt from every street, creating a rhythm where our separate worlds can finally meet. Inside this rainy lounge, the world can spin away. We have no interest in tomorrow or the yesterday. We blend the rapid execution with the gentle touch, realizing that a simple whisper means so much. Yes, the rainy lounge will keep us warm and dry beneath the heavy canopy of a weeping stormy sky.
I used to think that peace was just a mythical illusion, a fairy tale designed to hide the psychological confusion. But sitting here with you listening to the thunder rumble, I feel my giant walls of ego start to crack and crumble. You offer me a shelter from my own aggressive history, unraveling the complexity of my internal mystery. No longer weaponizing syllables to cause an injury, just analyzing all the poetry inside your imagery. We elevate the art form by reducing all the volume, writing our thoughts inside a monumental private volume. This is the antidote to all the digital pollution. A classic jazz performance is the ultimate resolution.
The candlelight is flickering against the wooden wall. The storm outside is reaching its dramatic peak. I listen closely to your gentle rhythmic call and find the vocabulary that I used to seek. Our synchronization is completely undeniable and strong. Outside these walls, but we are safe inside these temporary sacred halls. We watch the water wash away the dirt from every street, creating a rhythm where our separate worlds can finally meet. Inside this rainy lounge, the world can spin away. We have no interest in tomorrow or the yesterday. We blend the rapid execution with the gentle touch, realizing that a simple whisper means so much. Yes, the rainy lounge will keep us warm and dry beneath the heavy canopy of a weeping stormy sky. Completely different kind of call.
No more running from the ghosts of our past.
Yeah, we built a shelter that is guaranteed to last. Inside this rainy lounge, the world can spin away. We have no interest in tomorrow or the yesterday. We blend the rapid execution with the gentle touch, realizing that a simple whisper means so much. Yes, the rainy lounge will keep us warm and dry beneath the heavy canopy of a weeping stormy sky. Rainy lounge until the morning light.
Keep the storm outside.
We're good, good night. The reservoir is filled with the deep and midnight dye. I watch the liquid poetry spill across the sheet. We don't need to offer an explanation why our separate trajectories manage to meet. I write down the chords that originate in my soul, while you prepare the sentences that describe the pain. We are two different parts of a singular whole, finding the beautiful solace inside the heavy rain. The fountain pen is bleeding onto the porous white page, a permanent record of our transition to a wiser age.
Yeah, dipping the tip of my quill inside the jazz ink well, extracting the stories that my conscious mind is forced to tell. I'm used to spilling venom, spraying lighter fluid on the track, attacking every single enemy without ever holding back. But this environment requires a more sophisticated fluid, molding my vocabulary like a highly educated druid. I'm painting pictures with the alphabet of fluid calligraphy, matching the elegance of your the discography.
Your piano notes are like the blotted paper that absorbs the stress, relieving all the agony, the panic, and the mess of maintaining a public image that is entirely superficial, creating something genuine, authentic, and beneficial. The ink is flowing down the nib, creating a permanent mark, a legendary blueprint that illuminates the dark. We don't erase the errors, we incorporate the stains, transforming our historical struggles into creative gains. And it's the jazz ink writing our definitive memoirs tonight, a timeless composition born out of the shadows and the light. We blend the rapid fire calligraphy with the vintage chord, realizing that artistic honesty is its own reward. Yes, the jazz ink will document the terms of our survival, securing our positions far above any modern rival.
I spent my whole youth treating a notebook like a battlefield, screaming through the ink cartridges until my fate was sealed. I thought that poetry was meant to be a violent weapon of war, leaving nothing but casualties on the recording studio floor. But sitting here with this mahogany desk, watching your hand glide, I see the immense power of letting the aggression subside. No longer needing to weaponize every single syllable I spit, just enjoying the organic texture of the track where we sit. We orchestrate a literature that completely defies the trend, finding the beautiful resolution where the old chapters end, the monumental combination of the pavement and the press, dressing our deepest thoughts in the sophisticated jazz dress.
The midnight candle is burning down to the copper base, the final paragraph is taking shape upon the page. We can finally step out of the frantic competitive race, accepting the mature tranquility of this creative stage. Our synchronization is an indelible mark that will never fade. The ink is flowing down the nib, creating a permanent mark, a legendary blueprint that illuminates the dark. We don't erase the errors, we incorporate the stains, transforming our historical struggles into creative gains. And it's the jazz ink writing our definitive memoirs tonight, a timeless composition born out of the shadows and the light. We blend the rapid fire calligraphy with the vintage chord, realizing that artistic honesty is its own reward. Yes, the jazz ink will document the terms of our survival, securing our positions far above any modern rival. Let the words out, let the midnight ink spill.
Yeah, we're capturing the essence.
Our story is permanent, written in stone,
Sophisticated frequency that is
completely our own. Sign your name at the bottom of the final sheet. This is where the classical design perfectly meets the street. And it's the jazz ink writing our definitive memoirs tonight, a timeless composition born out of the shadows survival, securing our positions far above any modern rival. Jazz ain't drawing on the page. Close the book, it's a masterpiece. We out. The lamps are turned down low inside the secret space. The world outside is frozen in a frantic, bitter cold. I trace the contours of your tired and weathered face, remembering the stories that our younger selves told.
Yeah, we don't need the harsh exposure of the public glare
to validate the deep connection that we secretly share. In this dim lights environment, our spirits can breathe, unraveling the complicated tapestries we weave.
Yeah, your voice is a low rumble,
a comfort to my ears,
washing away the residue of
20 lonely years.
Yeah, step inside the lounge, escape from the paparazzi flash. Tired of the people constantly trying to count my cash. I'm sitting in the corner booth, hidden in the shade, watching how the bright anxieties of the day begin to fade. I appreciate the low wattage of this specific illumination, providing a therapeutic shelter
for my internal frustration.
I used to need the stadium spots to feel like I was alive, screaming into a microphone just to help my ego survive. But in these dim lights, I feel a different type of power grow. Learning the artistic value of a relaxed and steady flow. Your Rhodes piano chords are like an emotional insulation, protecting our creative space from external contamination.
The world is celebrating noise, but we embrace the quiet shade, refusing to participate in the superficial parade. The frequency is shifting as the shadows grow long, giving us the perfect atmosphere to execute this song. Inside these dim lights, we can let our guard drop down, far away from the criticism of this judgmental town. We blend the soft execution with the heavy lyrical weight, realizing that true maturity comes to those who wait.
Yes, the dim lights will
shield us from the prying eyes, allowing us to drop the mask and strip away the lies.
Yeah. My perspective is changing when the illumination is reduced, analyzing all the volatile monsters that my brain produced. I spent my whole career standing under a magnifying glass, watching every single mistake being scrutinized by the mass. But sitting across from you in this slow-lit establishment, I feel a deep sense of artistic and spiritual replenishment. No longer needing to perform like an aggressive acrobat, just chilling in a space where the rhythm is smooth and flat. We elevate the dialogue by whispering our deepest thoughts, erasing all the painful lessons that the industry taught. A legendary partnership built out of mutual respect, protecting our vulnerability from any negative defect.
The candle flame is dancing on the dark wooden table. The outside universe is completely locked outside the door. We finally found an anchor that is permanent and stable. We don't need to fight those loud battles anymore. Our synchronization is a beautiful sanctuary in the dark. The world is celebrating noise, but we embrace the quiet shade, refusing to participate in the superficial parade. The frequency is shifting as the shadows grow long, giving us the perfect atmosphere to execute this song. Inside these dim lights, we can let our guard drop down, far away from the criticism of this judgmental town. We blend the soft execution with the heavy lyrical weight, realizing that away the lies. Dun, 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 dun. Turn them down lower, let the darkness unfold.
Yeah, this is the most honest story we've ever told.
We are invisible now, safe from the crowd.
No longer needing our expressions
To be aggressive or loud. Just listen to the ice melting inside the glass. We survived the storm, the trouble has passed at last. Inside these dim lights, we can let our guard drop down, far away from the criticism of this judgmental town. We blend the soft execution with the heavy lyrical weight, realizing that true maturity comes to those who wait. Yes, the dim lights will shield us from the prying eyes, allowing us to drop the mask and strip away the lies. Dim lights until the morning dawn, let the shadows stay. We good peace. The brown leaves are swirling down the avenue. The city air is crisp with a hint of coming frost. I walk along the sidewalk, thinking about you and everything we accidentally gathered and we lost. The skyscrapers are framing a pale and cloudy sky as street musicians play a melancholy tune. I wrap my wool coat tighter as the wind blows by, wishing that the spring would return to us soon. But there is a unique beauty in this seasonal decay, a peaceful atmosphere that helps me find my way.
Yeah, look at the foliage scattering across the concrete jungle. Reminds me of how quickly a corporate empire can crumble. I'm walking down Broadway, hands inside my pockets, watching the city lights burn like expensive rockets. I used to hate the autumn, hated watching things die, preferring the aggressive summer heat under the sky. But this urban autumn is providing a therapeutic lens, forcing me to make adjustments and creative amends with the reality of aging in the passage of time, blending my gritty dialect with your acoustic chime. Your piano notes are like the golden afternoon sun, illuminating the path before the day is completely done.
The metropolitan scenery is changing its complexion, offering our weary minds a moment of reflection. We don't need to fight the natural cycle of the year, we just need to stand together until the skies are clear. Inside this urban autumn, we watch the colors transform, finding a way to keep each other incredibly safe and warm. We blend the pavement philosophy with the coffeehouse vibe, a legendary frequency that no critic can describe. Yes, the urban autumn will strip the branches bare, revealing all the honest truths that we finally share.
I remember the days when I was starving in the freezing cold, before my artistic narrative was commercially sold. I was an angry youth running through the autumn mist, with a chip on my shoulder and a tightly clenched fist. But sitting next to you on this park bench today, I feel the old hostility completely melting away. No longer needing to yell to receive public attention, just embracing the quiet maturity of this dimension. We let the leaves fall where they naturally belong, focusing entirely on the structure of this beautiful song. A perfect combination of the gutter and the grace, creating our own paradise in this concrete space.
The street lamps are turning on along the Central Park. The rush hour traffic creates a river of bright gold. We are completely comfortable navigating the dark, holding on to a connection that will never grow old. Our synchronization is a beautiful seasonal transition. The metropolitan scenery is changing its complexion, offering our weary minds a moment of reflection. We don't need to fight the natural cycle of the year. We just need to stand together until the skies are clear. Inside this urban autumn, we watch the colors transform, finding a way to keep each other incredibly safe and warm. We blend the pavement philosophy with the Coffeehouse vibe, a legendary frequency and no critic can describe. Yes, the urban autumn will strip the branches bare, revealing all the honest truths that we finally share. Let the leaves fall, let the seasons change.
Yeah, it's beautiful when things rearrange.
We survive the transition, we welcome the chill.
Standing on the sidewalk, watching the world stand still.
Inside this urban autumn, we watch the colors transform, finding a way to keep each other incredibly safe and warm. We blend the pavement philosophy with the Coffeehouse vibe, a legendary frequency that no critic can describe. Yes, the urban autumn will strip the branches bare, revealing all the honest truths that we finally share.
Keep walking, we're good, that's right.
Mm-hmm.